Your Honor, I don't need a postponement. I have no intentions of hiring another lawyer. From now on, I intend to serve as my own counsel. And as such, I will call as my first witness Mr. Victor Newman to the stand.
Order. Order in the court, please.
Wait, Your Honor, this is absurd given the severity of the charges.
I have to agree, Mr. Newman. Representing yourself in a criminal proceeding is extremely ill-advised.
It's madness.
Madness is my own lawyer throwing my trial and sending me to prison. There's obviously no one I can trust. My family and friends here, enjoying this public humiliation. And all because of you, Phyllis Abbott. You concocted this entire scheme.
Don't you even think about attacking my wife.
Your wife is behind this whole plot to undermine me.
You gotta stop this.
Ask her husband, who's now so righteously outraged.
Liar.
Or is it General Brother, or my lawyer, who was roped into this whole plot? They are to be found guilty, not I.
Order, sir. Mr. Newman, please. You're out of line, Mr. Newman. You're going to force me to clear this court. Bailiff, clear the courtroom. I want everybody out except for the defendant and the prosecution. Now, do it.
All right, let's go, people. You heard the judge.
You're sick in the head, Victor. You're going away for a long, long time.
Jack, please. Thank you.
Clear the court. Thank you.
Sir. So this was all your plan, having Michael throw the case. Why?
You know why.
Hey, you okay?
No, I don't start anything. Not today.
This is all you're doing. You went slithering around like the snake you are, collecting information you could feed to Victor. I'll bet you couldn't wait to tip him off.
I want to do this right now.
Yes, sure I do.
Hey, come on, it's not what you think. You know I overheard the plan at your fundraiser, but I didn't tell a soul like you requested until I was forced to under oath. Come on, what was I supposed to do? Was I gonna lie? It would be against the law and certainly not honorable.
You're lying right now. You told Victor.
All right, Michael, he's not worth it. He's scum.
He's the one who wanted you on the stand. He insisted on it.
Which means you went running to him as soon as you heard. Come on, no, I didn't, I swear. When would I have done this? You think I was gonna go visit Victor in jail? Come on, Victor found out some other way. Come on, some of you believe me, don't you?
I don't know. I don't know what to believe anymore.
Leave her the hell alone.
Hey, come on. Come on, Noah.
If you're smart, you'll walk out of here and you'll keep on going. No one's gonna trust you in this town again.
Oh, come on, look who's talking. You're the one who betrayed his client. It'd be a miracle if you're not disbarred.
Don't listen to that lowlife.
Even if he's right.
Red, listen to me. This is not your fault.
Jack's right. We knew this was a risk going in.
It's not over. This trial isn't over, and I'm not going to give up until Victor gets what's coming to him.
You're on.
Did the judge decide anything?
He ruled that Victor will be allowed to represent himself. Well done.
Christine, Victor hurled a lot of accusations today. I wouldn't blame you for wondering if any of them are true. I might have sabotaged the case.
The thought did cross my mind.
Here's the thing. I'm going to ask you for a favor.
A favor after everything. Have you lost your mind?
Not for me. For Michael. Do not make him the scapegoat on this if all of this goes south. He was looking for justice, just like all of us.
Well, justice is an elusive thing, which you must know since you've avoided it more than once.
I mean, you're going to go easy on him? Christine, please.
Whether Victor's theory turns out to be true or not, all he has to do is convince one juror that he's the victim, you just made his job a hell of a lot easier.
Well, I guess you could say this is a mess.
Yeah.
I know you weren't very high on Phyllis's plan from the get-go.
Rotten plan from the get-go. I can't believe I signed off on it. And since I did it, you know what I should do right now? I should get Phyllis home, get her packed, get to the airport, take a plane on a nice long vacation somewhere warm. That honeymoon we never had.
I know you didn't ask me, but I think it's better that Phyllis is here and she sees this through the end. Call it closure, call it whatever, but I think she should be here for this.
No. Once this plan backfired, Phyllis needs to step away.
Why?
Because anything more would border on obsession. This is a slippery slope,
Well,
Billy.
believe me, I know that. When Dee Dee died, the
Yeah, I know. That nearly destroyed you.
Yeah, and you know how I got over it? I was in there, and I watched to make sure that Adam stood trial. To watch him admit what he did. It's the only way that I could forgive him. I guarantee you, it's the only way Phyllis is going to get over this.
I appreciate your concern. What about your wife?
You mean Victoria? My ex-wife?
What, you were hoping to fix that. Maybe
Yeah.
you still can. You know, if by some miracle Victor goes to prison,
Think that's going to change anything?
you forgive him, she forgives him. Nothing's going to stand in your way then, right?
Jack, Victoria is her father's daughter. Some things she just can't forgive.
Just like I told Michael.
My first instinct was to whisk you off to some idyllic private resort. Hopefully one without Wi-Fi.
What stopped you?
Billy, you convinced me that maybe you need to face down Victor. Let him have his say in there and leave it to the jury to decide. It's the only way you'll ever let this go, the only way maybe one day you can forgive.
So the Abbott brothers know what's best for me, huh? What if I'm not interested in a vacation? Or a path to forgiveness?
Hey, we're about to get started.
Thanks for the heads up, Christine.
Word of advice? Brace yourself. Victor's calling you back up on the stand. You'll be the first witness he cross-examines.
Mr. Newman, you may call your first witness, or you may recall any of the prosecution's witnesses that you'd like to question.
Your Honor.
Ms. Williams, I intend on giving the defendant as ample leeway as far as procedure goes.
Thank you, Honor.
Mr. Newman.
I would like to call Mrs. Phyllis Abbott to the stand.
May I remind you that you are still under oath, Mrs. Abbott?
I understand, Your Honor.
Mrs. Abbott, the heat of the moment, I may have accused you of plotting against me so that I would go to prison, but I'm not here to accuse you. I'm here to ask you to tell the jury how you and I worked together to bring down a common enemy. We did work together, did we not?
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yes, we worked together to capture him and bring him back to prison.
And would you tell us what the man's name is?
Ian Ward.
And was your contempt for me so strong that you and I could not work together to bring that man to justice?
Nope.
And why not?
Because I knew you would stop at nothing, just like me.
You testified that there was a long litany of hardships that you were subjected to and allegedly suffered for.
No,
because
not
of me.
allegedly. I suffered for months because of you. My wife still suffers every day because of you.
How has that affected your life?
I'm not sure how to answer that question.
As honestly as you can.
I nearly died. Somehow I survived. It made me stronger. It made me want to live.
You and I have fought each other, challenged each other, bullied each other. Has that ever deprived you of your liberty, of your family, of your business? I dare say not. I dare say it has made you a stronger and better person.
Your Honor.
One question at a time, Mr. Newman.
Let me rephrase that. The scheme that you and your wife Phyllis and Michael Baldwin, my lawyer, my legal advisor, concocted to make sure that I go behind prison walls, perhaps for life, was that any more or less nefarious than the tactics you accuse me of? Don't you think in some ways you, Jack Abbott, and I, Victor Newman, are somewhat alike? My dear Summer, when the Newman board decided to oust me from my company, did you support them?
No.
Why not?
Because you're the best person to lead the company. And because you care.
About the business?
And about us. Maybe too much sometimes.
Phyllis Abbott is your mother, is she not? And she's the one who wants to see me behind prison walls.
Yeah.
Wasn't she in a coma not too long ago?
Yes, for over a year.
And who was the one person that refused to give up on her? Who went to different parts of the world to try to find a doctor to make sure that she came out of that dark void that she lived in. Was it her husband, Jack Abbott? Or her brother-in-law, Billy Abbott?
No, it was you. You were the person that found the doctor that made her well again, and you were the person that paid all the bills, even when everyone else said that it couldn't be done.
The defendant gave a masterful performance. And there may have even been times in the trial when he got to you a little. Touched your heart, made you think. But he did not and cannot deny the facts. Victor Newman broke the law and brought a world of pain into the lives of numerous people in this courtroom. All the justifications and the rationalizations, they don't matter. His deeds matter. So convict this man who wrongly believes that he is above the law. Convict him. Put him away before he hurts any more people he claims to love.
Miss Williams said that I can't deny the facts. She's right. She's 100% right. I can't deny the facts. The facts are that my company and my family were attacked by an invisible foe, a destructive computer virus called Paragon. I did everything in my power to fight that damn virus. And in the process, maybe I stepped on a few toes and perhaps went beyond the bounds of the law. But in order to understand the motivation for my actions, you have to know something about me. I grew up in an orphanage. I was 7 years old when my destitute mother left me on the doorsteps of that orphanage. It's not some nice little house with white picket fences. It's a desolate place. It is devoid of all feelings. And when you grow up in a place like that at a young age, you learn to fight. You learn to fight to survive, because otherwise you don't survive. When I finally came out of that place and made my way in the world, I fought hard to become successful. I built a company from the ground up that afforded me to create a family. And since I grew up without family, family meant everything to me. I would do anything for my family to protect them. And yes, I may have broken the law at times in the process, but it was only done because I have a deep love for my family. They are my security. They are my reason for being. I don't mean to become maudlin. I don't want to prey on your sympathies. I'm just telling you that that is who I am. This is the man that you will judge. This is the man who stands before you, waiting for your judgment. That is all.
Next on The Young and the Restless.
Oh, God, he's gonna get away with it.
We don't know that.
I guess everything that you said in the courtroom about loving me wasn't true then.
You're consumed by this. You're pushing family away. You're pushing friends away. You're pushing me away.